Go ahead and get this shit cracking. Oh, that's not the right camera. Hold on a second. Okay, we back. We here. Sorry about that, guys. Took us a second to get up and running. But we are out here. Quasar Qult Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Episode 4. Yep. Season 2. We here at Star Camp Creative Labs, which is here in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm saying that because I just blasted this out to like 40 groups. So people all over the world are probably like, who the fuck are these guys right here? Well, guess what? We put our names down here at the bottom of the screen. They're going to be here the whole time, every time we're in a wide shot. I am Jerron Eichner, and this is my partner, Voodoo Eyes. We're part of the Starstruck Click, Star Camp. Out here doing shit, sharing news that we share on our blog, QuasarQult.com. That's QUASAR Qult.com. QuasarQult.com. For Q. QULT also. Don't spell Qult for C because then you won't find it. The premium cannabis that we're smoking has been provided by Yam Yams, who is just, really good people. Yep. They're good guys. Shout out to Tyrone. Shout out to the Yam Yams team.
Shout out
for
to
out here being great and making us just be dope. We got this wide shot here. Look at that. I didn't set up the camera right. So now you get to see the whole set right here. It's pretty dope. But anyways, we're going to get into a post here on the QuasarQult.com that basically, things that we've been posting over the last week or so. Make sure you check out QuasarQult.com for the latest and greatest in news, television, movies, all that shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we do it all. And last week were the Grammys. So the motherfucking Grammys were here. Not here, but they happened recently. Yeah. This past Sunday, I believe. And, it's pretty awesome. I didn't watch them. I never really do watch the Grammys. I'm not really like a Grammy watcher, but I like watching the news stories, hearing the news that comes out. But this week, I guess this time around, there was some beef between Offset and Quavo.
Yeah, apparently there was some type of altercation in the back that had Cardi B yelling at them or something like that. Allegedly, though, so I'm not gonna say that this is for sure because this is allegedly because following that event, or following that happening the next day or something like that, Offset went and put a tweet out and was like, "Y'all motherfuckers goofy. What do y'all think? What do you think I'm doing fighting with my brother or something like that?" So, it was just like yeah, they didn't. Apparently they didn't fight, but they did fight. And
yeah, we got footage though.
Yeah, we have a little bit of footage.
We got a little clip because apparently Cardi B got involved and she was heard yelling with her signature Cardi B voice, trying to stop the fight. So check this out real quick. Hold up. Bow. Right here. Yeah, so as you can see or hear, but Cardi, the malicious.
Cardi tried to play that off like nothing happened.
Right. Obviously, she was yelling at the situation in regards to Quavo and Offset fighting. And if you're out of the loop, basically, Takeoff was shot and killed
Last year.
Was that like 3 months ago at this point?
Yeah, like 3-4 months ago.
About 3 months ago, he was shot and killed. And honestly, like what's wild about it, I think about what Donald Glover said when he won the Golden Globe, because he was asked about Bad and Bougie, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, Migos is the Beatles of our time," is what he said. And what's wild about that statement is that you're kind of seeing that play out a little bit, in the sense that like they're going through the breakup right now, or they already went through the breakup. You had a member who just got shot and killed, a la John Lennon, who got shot and killed. Yeah. You got Cardi B, who can be accused of being a Yoko Ono-ish type of character, like causing breakup and drama amongst the group.
Yeah,
like the parallels are pretty kind of eerie when you think about it. Like, especially when we look at like their success and how like what they did over the last 3 years. I think the Beatles, and someone's gonna totally fact check on me, I think they only put out like 4 albums, something like that, like 4 or 5 albums.
Yeah,
and they only had a run for about 10 years. Like the Beatles, they weren't around for that long, but like when they popped up, they were crushing it.
Did you hear about all the crazy conspiracy theories about like all the albums that apparently like that John Lennon actually died, or who was it? I think somebody died a while before, and that they just had a replacement, and that it was Paul McCartney.
That's right? Actually like a common thing though.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah, they said that about Eminem too.
I heard about that. That they
and
replaced
Michael Jackson.
him. But it's because they look different though. Like their facial structures and everything does look different when they're compared, and like they have like some type of image that's shown right next to it. But I mean, I guess we do change, but who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's kind of wild because it's like,
Dan said and Gucci.
Going back to the Migos thing, it's like their rise was meteoric, right? They basically came and changed the entire landscape of hip hop.
Yep.
Like basically everybody stole their flow. You know what I'm saying? When they were doing the Versace.
Yeah,
the Versace flow. I'm not sure what we call them. The triplets is what people call them. But
yeah, they were calling it the Migo flow.
Yeah, they're calling it the Migos flow.
That's the thing. They were like, "Oh, it's the Migo flow." You got the like. I remember when people would rap like that, they would be like, "You doing the Migo flow? You doing the Migo flow?"
Right.
Like, people would say that shit.
Yeah, so like literally like they're fucking like pioneers in the sense that like they've carved out a very important lane in hip hop.
Yep. Facts.
And then a lot of it, depending on who you ask, a lot of it started to crack when Cardi B came into the mix.
Yeah.
Now, if Cardi B is the Yoko Ono of the group, then she's wildly successful compared to Yoko Ono, because Yoko Ono's music was pretty trash. Cardi B's music is also kind of trash, but I like some of Cardi B's songs.
No, I do like some of Cardi B's songs. I think she snapped on Glorilla's new feature.
I mean, I think it's funny. We're going to talk about Cardi B for a little bit, because the thing about Cardi is, she dropped one of the largest albums in recent years, right?
That's facts.
With what's it called?
Invasion of
Privacy, right?
Of privacy,
So she dropped Invasion of Privacy, and that was like, it might be Diamond at this point, but I know she had a couple of Diamond singles on there, 100%. And so it's literally like probably like one of the most important albums in hip hop history, regardless of how you feel about the album. Like Invasion of Privacy is one of the most important albums in hip hop history, especially for female rappers.
Yeah, exactly.
Because she ended up carving out this whole lane, all the Glorillaz, the Megan Thee Stallions, the Sweeties and the Lottos.
Yeah.
Cardi B kind of carved that. And you can argue that Nicki Minaj did it first, but Cardi B did it better. And that's just my thoughts on that. I know what are Nicki Minaj fans called? Barbs. The Barbs might come after me for that statement.
I just don't feel like you can't compare the situation because, like, I don't know Nicki's history or whatever, but like she didn't glorify the stripping like Cardi did. You know what I'm saying? So it was. But
she was never a stripper though, right?
Nicki?
Right.
I don't think so. So that's what I'm saying though. But I feel like all the rappers, all of them that did come out, Cardi started this whole lane of just like female rappers that were also strippers. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Or like not even necessarily strippers, just like sexualizing themselves immensely.
Correct.
Nicki Minaj kind of did it, but she wasn't like ass titty. I guess she kind of was. I don't know. It goes back because honestly, it starts with Lil' Kim. Yeah, Jinx on that. Lil' Kim was basically like the pioneer of that, right? And then Nicki Minaj basically like perfected that. Yeah. And then Cardi B mastered it.
Mm-hmm. Because she dropped that one album, and it's like she could probably not drop another album, and she'll still be legendary.
Right.
Because people will be like, "Oh, we wanted another Cardi album," but then they're just gonna go back and listen to that one great album.
Right. So going back to my
and the thousands of great features that she's been killing it with.
Right. So going back to my original point of me bringing this up, the reason why you haven't gotten another Cardi B album yet is because they haven't dropped a single that's bigger than the singles that were on her first album. Mm-hmm. Because her first album had I Like It, which is a Diamond single. Mm-hmm. Has Bad Bunny on it and shit. And then also Bodak Yellow, which was like a bonus track, but that's a Diamond single too.
Yeah, and before the album came out.
Yeah. Be Careful is almost Diamond. Mm-hmm. And then what's the other song she dropped? I can't think of it right now. There's another song that she dropped that's also Diamond or close to it. I think to
add to what you're saying, I think in total it's like 11 tracks. Because I remember seeing now that I'm thinking about it, the number comes out and it was like Cardi B has 11 Diamond singles from her one album or something like that.
Yeah. She's easily like one of the highest. She might be the most top selling female hip hop artist of all time already off the first album.
Yeah.
And so from a record label perspective, because I talk about this, where like record labels always want you to do better. If you're signed to a major record label, if you drop an album that does 500,000, right, your next album has to do at least 600,000 or you suck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you're like, there's exceptions to the rules, but typically speaking, like, you have to do better. And so what happened with
no, it says here 3 Diamond singles is what she has.
3 Diamond singles. I mean, that's more than a lot of rappers, though.
Still, though.
You know what I'm saying? That's more crazy than, like, a lot of the rappers out there.
And one of them, too, and then one of them that doesn't really count is, what's it called? The Maroon 5 track that she's, Girls Like You. That one's also a Diamond track, too.
That's Diamond, too.
So that's what I'm saying. She's like, that's 4, if you count that.
That's interesting. Because, yeah, like, so if you think about her run and what she's done recently, or I guess over the last couple of years, every time that she's come out, it's been her trying to top her previous singles. So WAP was her best attempt.
Yeah.
Right, because she had Megan Thee Stallion on there. But that song, I think it might have sold 7 million copies, but it wasn't a massive enough single to be like, this is enough to launch a whole album on.
Yeah.
So they try to get him Up, which I like that song. If it's up, then it's stuck. Mm-hmm. I like that song. Fuck that song. Yeah. But that song was kind of a flop. I think it only did a couple million, relatively speaking, which is, once again, massive numbers for most other artists. But when you're coming out as best new rap album, best female artist, you're like the pioneer of the current sound.
Yeah.
There's standards that have to be maintained, right? And so that song flopped. Her last single that she put out last year was like a Hail Mary because she put fucking Kanye West and Lil Durk on that shit.
Yeah.
That song, I love that song. I be bumping that shit all the time. Her verse is hard on that shit. Kanye goes hard on there, so does Durk. Song's hard. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I remember, it might have been on a podcast episode, but I was talking shit saying that, like, honestly, if Cardi B wanted to get it popping, she would need to start just rapping with some dudes. and start out rapping them, right? Because you get on a track with Megan Thee Stallion and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And most people would see that as mid, right? Because they're like, oh, because, you know, like, fucking, we don't need to hear you guys rap against other female rappers. There's a standard there, right? But if you're rapping against other rappers that everybody else considers to be top tier rappers, and you're out rapping them, written bars or not, you're gonna get some clout off of that.
I feel like the one of the first people to do it in a long time was Nicki when that Monster track came out. You remember when
exactly.
Remember when people were just like, nah, Nicki killed all y'all on that track. Da, 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 da.
No, that's a perfect example. That's actually a really good example because honestly, like Nicki Minaj had by far the best verse
on that track. Facts.
Yeah,
she killed, and there was like what, Jay on that verse, Ross on that track, Kanye,
Jay-Z,
who else?
Ross, and Kanye.
Just the three of them?
Yeah.
That's three of the biggest heavyweights, right? Like out of in history type of thing.
And that was like when Nicki Minaj was like popping.
I don't think she even dropped the album yet.
No, yeah, she was like brand new.
She was like
brand new artist.
That's what I'm saying. I think in that verse she says, she says 50K for a verse, no album out. Like that's literally what she says in the track.
Right. I think she was crushing it. She had just signed to
Young Money.
Yeah. Yeah. And Lil Wayne. And so that's a great example. Thank you for bringing up that example. That's basically my point right there. Is saying that like Cardi B basically has to prove that she's a great artist and a great rapper.
Yeah.
Because what's funny about it too is that like, you know, if you look at the writing credits on her songs, there's like 14, 15 fucking writers on the songs. Her ghostwriter is Partisan Fontaine, who's also written for Kanye West and a couple other people. But if you go listen to Partisan Fontaine's music, it is literally male Cardi B.
Male Cardi B.
Like the flow, the bars, it's like
God.
literally like Cardi B's sound, but like rapping as a dude. And he has some bangers, man. I be bumping the fuck out of fucking Partisan for that exact reason. It's like, oh shit, I might as well just listen to Partisan Fontaine because that's like what it is. So
yeah,
she got a good writing team behind her, but yeah, the reason why we haven't got another Cardi B album because she hasn't been able to top her first one. And she might be on the bench for a minute. I think at some point the record labels are going to force their hand.
Yeah.
But she already missed a couple windows. You know what I'm saying? She should have dropped this past summer when she dropped Hot Shit with Kanye West and Lil Durk. Yeah. She should have dropped the summer before that when she ran with WAP.
I think she has a lot of great potential, though. That's the reason why. And I feel like if they just keep milking it and then they do drop an album, I feel like the album would still be good, though. I feel like just the name behind her already. Like, if she drops an album, she's going to try to do the Kendrick thing and, like, wait 5 years and then come out with a fire.
It's already been, like, 4.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So she might as well.
I mean, it's like that's like Rihanna, right? Like, I never listened to a fucking Rihanna album, but I might check the next one.
Yeah.
Because she's been through some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she became a fucking billionaire.
She became a mom.
She became a mom. Like,
a wife.
I expect a lot of good, like, insightful content from that.
Something.
Yeah, like when she was dropping an album every fucking year, right? It's like, oh, you're just doing that because you got to do it.
Because you're Rihanna.
Because you're Rihanna. But now she took some time off. So she got some time to think on it, just like Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Take that time off. And, you know, Cardi's been through some shit, too. She might come out and drop a fucking classic.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
She might top her first album.
She just might.
I feel like there's only a few people that have been able to top their sophomore project, though. Like, I think Cudi was one of them, but even then after that, he kind of dropped a lot of mid projects after that.
I'm over here thinking about better sophomore albums. The only one that really comes to mind is Nas. I'm one of the only people out there. I'm not one of the only people, but I know a lot of people put It Was Written over in Illmatic.
Oh, yeah.
Although Illmatic is considered to be a classic because he wrote that when he was 18 and yada, yada, yada. I think It Was Written was a much better album. But that's just me. But
I mean, I think I understand what they mean, though, by like, oh, it was a classic by the standards of what he did. But, I mean...
That's why it's hard to always judge a sophomore album. Yeah. Like, to me personally, I think about Kendrick Lamar. Although technically, and I had this discussion with Penny... fucking Penny the Great on his page because he was asking about best debut albums, and I said Good Kid, Mad City. Technically speaking, that's not his debut album because he had Section 80. Yeah, but Section 80 was released independently.
Yeah, Section 80 was independent, and then his Good Kid, Mad City was major.
It was like a major release.
Was a major release.
So for me, Good Kid, Mad City is like probably the best debut album from a major record label release.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still on the fucking charts, like right now as we speak.
To this day, yes.
Yeah, it's like the longest running album in the history of music, which is, you know, pretty cool claim. And I think that, speaking of Rihanna, even though we talked about that because I like to find the segues, she's playing the Super Bowl.
Oh, nice.
And, that's like her first time popping out in a minute. She's about to fucking be out here twerking post momhood, postpartum. You know what I'm saying? She might bring the baby out.
That'd be crazy.
It'll be interesting because I'm trying to think like.
Do her and Rocky got a song or not?
They do, but it sucks.
What song is it? He said it sucks.
No, it really sucks. It's like a standout shitty song to me. And I think people might disagree with me on that, but it's on his first album. It's called like Drama Queen or like, God damn it. To the Phone. I'm going to look it up real quick because I know they have a song together.
That's crazy.
Rihanna and ASAP Rocky song. Fashion Killer. That's what it is.
Oh, she's a fashion killer. And yeah, I remember.
Yeah, yep. I hate that song. That's why we don't talk about it. That's why I barely even fucking remember that song. Because to me, that song is like not very good. Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if they like announce a new album. I also wouldn't be surprised if ASAP Rocky somehow pops out.
No, he's dropping a new album though.
No, they have like a joint album.
Oh, a joint album. Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Jay and Beyonce did, so I mean, it's possible.
The Carters. I like that album too. The Carters is actually one of my favorite Jay-Z and Beyonce things.
Really? I think the album before that, I was like, all right, I'm done with Jay. I'm good. I've heard.
Oh, the 444 album. Yeah. You didn't like him talking about investing and getting credit?
No, I liked it. That's what I'm saying. I was just like, but then when I heard, yeah, I love that album. That's what I'm saying. And then when I heard that he was dropping an album with Beyonce, I was like, man, I don't want to hear this.
Nah, the Beyonce album snapping. What's funny about it is that like it's almost like they had a conversation, and it was like, okay, Jay-Z, I'm gonna put on my Beyonce voice. Okay, Jay-Z, we're gonna make this fucking album, and I know that you're considered to be the greatest rapper of all time, but you can't out rap me, okay? I'm gonna fucking because Beyonce raps on the album a lot.
Yeah, does she?
Yeah,
dang,
and she be spitting. Like that song that they put out as a single, the Ape Shit one, where they shoot the music video in the Louvre and shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was ghost written by Migos. Segues, connections. See how we piece all this shit together magically?
That's crazy.
Dang. Anyways, the point being is that Beyonce is not gonna be outshined, even by her own husband. So if they're gonna hop on this album together, Jay-Z's like, all right, I'm gonna kill it. I feel like he freestyles all his shit anyways, allegedly, but he probably was like, I'm just gonna really just go in here and just rap these songs off the top real quick, not put much effort into them, and let my wife shine as a rapper.
Yeah.
But the album's snapping. There's some snappers on there. Speaking of Jay-Z, I'm gonna hit this Jay-Z button real quick. Check this shit out. Bow. Wait, I always do that wrong. Why do I do that wrong? Let's just do this instead. Bow. Bippity, check this out. That's not even the right one. That's not even the right one. That's Ambition. We'll talk about Ambition. I had the button labeled wrong. I'm realizing that now. I should probably label these shits right. Anyways, Ambition dropped a new album.
She dropped a new EP.
New EP called Breezy Montana.
Yeah.
And what's dope about that is that Ambition is one of those artists that you don't really like think about, but then when you see her pop out, you're like, oh shit, she's fucking dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Like she's like really, really dope. Like she's a really, really dope artist all around and shit.
No, yeah, she's got a lot of great supporters. Everybody supports. And she be rapping.
Yeah,
she be rapping.
She be doing her thing in a way that's like unique to the mythos of her story. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people they gotta focus on her story. And I think that was like the second time I seen her perform when she rocked Campfire. Mm-hmm. And she really just has like this story that I really want to hear from her. You know what I'm saying? You can hear it in her bars. You know what I'm saying? She talks about this all kinds of shit. And it's like, damn, you're a very interesting artist. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
Are we still streaming?
Yeah. I see.
I got a message saying stuff. Oh, never mind. I'm tripping. Anyways, so going back to Ambition, she just dropped Breezy Montana. She has a couple singles on there that we've been posting on the Quasar Qult.
Yeah, she has a couple of videos to them too, so y'all should definitely check those out.
Definitely. Moving on. Make sure you check her out. That segue did not work because I be clicking the wrong fucking buttons here. This is what I think I wanted to show you guys. Let's see. What's this? Is it going to play anything? No. Oh, no, that's not it either.
It's number one, bro.
No, number one is that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I don't know. Buttons aren't working the way they were supposed to, so now you're just seeing all the spoilers in our fucking show right now that we try to put together for you. I think this is it right here. We go. I'm just gonna play right now. Let's see.
Maybe not.
Please don't forgive
There
me
we
for
go.
what the stove did.
Shit.
Nobody touched a billion until Hope did. How many billionaires can come from Hope crib? I count 3, B.A. and Ree. Bronze and rock boys, please don't forgive me for what the
So
stove
this is
did.
Jay-Z performing
Nobody
at the
touched a billion
Grammys.
until Hope did.
He did his
How many
verse, God
billionaires can
Did,
come from Hope crib?
which is
I count 3, B.A.
a pretty
and Ree.
fucking incredible
Bronze
verse,
and rock boys,
honestly.
please don't forgive
And I
me
think
for what
with
the stove did.
the whole conversation when it comes to Jay-Z really comes down to him being the greatest of all time. And right now I'm catching some shit on my YouTube page because I made a video where I was like, yo,
YouTube page?
On my YouTube page. Thank you. Not my people are
No. On your YouTube page too,
yeah,
or
the
Quasar Qult
on
page?
my YouTube page.
Oh.
Like on my no, actually, I think it's Starstruck TV. Whatever. I have like 4 fucking YouTube channels. But on Starstruck TV, I posted it, and I basically said in the video, I was like, yeah, you know, Jay-Z. Oh shit, Jay-Z is considered to be one of the greatest of all time, but a lot of that has to do with his financial situation and like his net worth. And a lot of people are like, no, he raps. He's like a great rapper. Like, listen, like, I'm not saying that Jay-Z is a bad rapper. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that his monetary value places him higher on the list.
Yeah.
Because I can think of a lot of rappers who are technically and sonically better than Jay-Z. I'm not saying Jay-Z can't rap. I'm not saying Jay-Z doesn't have bars. What I am saying is that Jay-Z gets a boost from his money. Jay-Z to me is like Ryu in Street Fighter. Like, he's just like super, like, he's a great character that you could play with. He's got some great moves. Got the Hadouken blast, iconic moves, iconic look. You know what I'm saying? But most people don't play with Ryu.
Yeah.
Because Ryu is like, he's like great American. You know what I'm saying?
He's like Captain America.
He's like Captain America. He's like Tom Brady.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's
Tom
like,
Brady.
He's like LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are all amazing people and they're great at what they do. But because we live in an underdog society of America where, you know, it's like the lesser man, we want to see the lesser man win. Once you get past a certain point in success, like, we get mad at you. We stop fucking with you. Don't become a billionaire. Being a billionaire means that you're going to be a villain. There's not one single billionaire out there that we consider to be a good guy.
Did you hear about the latest smoke that Mr. Beast is getting because he cured 1,000 people of their blindness?
I did hear about that.
Bro.
I did hear about that.
People are tripping out because it, like I don't know, bro. That shit's crazy to me.
I mean, it's kind of the point I'm trying to make, right?
Yeah.
Is that like Mr. Beast was absolutely fine as a fucking guy out there doing shit, making YouTube videos.
Yep.
Like, he wrote the fucking blueprint for the common YouTube video that you see right now.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, Mr. Beast is a great guy. Mr. Beast is a great guy. But then, you know, he's out here literally giving people sight, which I think is amazing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, right?
Yeah.
And we're like, oh.
And it's a 10-minute procedure that costs, like, I haven't looked at the price, but apparently it's extremely pricey.
Right,
You know what I mean?
I guarantee it is.
I'm sure.
But see,
it's like,
Mr. Beast is now past a certain tier.
Yeah.
Is he the single most subscribed person on YouTube? Is he number one? I think he's number one, right?
I don't know.
I think he's number one on YouTube as the most subscribed person.
I'm not subscribed to Mr. Beast, so.
I'm subscribed to Mr. Beast. Shit. he gets me, man. I be watching these videos on my man's.
This is the thing, though. He's already in my algorithm for some reason. Like, I don't care what I do, whether I'm following him or not. Like, I don't subscribe to a lot of channels in general, but like, he's always in my trending now, or you know what I'm saying. So
well, a lot of that has to do with the fact that
him.
Everybody uses Mr. Beast's clout.
He's unescapable. Inescapable. I don't know if I said
on my
that right.
YouTube page. There's always at least one video that says Mr. Beast or has him in the thumbnail. It has nothing to fucking do with him. You know what I'm saying, or like they mention him, or like they clip him up, or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's like a prime example where it's like once you hit a certain level, man, motherfuckers will turn on you, man.
Thanks.
They will turn on you. It doesn't matter because I think a part of it too is the fact that like, oh, you have too much. You know what I'm saying? You have all this, and I want some of that because I'm not on that level. And if you become a billionaire, like the only billionaire I can think of that I think people think are kind of cool right now.
Yeah.
Is Jeff Bezos' wife, right? Because that's because she's like, oh, I'm gonna divorce this motherfucker. I'm gonna take half his fucking money.
Damn.
And I'm gonna give out $1 billion a month until I'm fucking poor. Yeah, just like the rest of the poor people out there. I'm gonna join you guys. I'm gonna take half of his money with me.
Damn.
And everybody's like, fuck yeah, Mackenzie's fucking, I don't know her last name. Mackenzie Bezos is fucking tight. Yay. But she's still a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? She's probably still flying private jets and shit. Maybe. I don't know.
Dan said Mr. Beast is number 4 and number 1 is T-Series.
T-Series? Who the fuck is T-Series?
I don't know.
Just making up shit.
That's wild as fuck.
T-Series. No, okay, so with that in mind, though, it doesn't matter. He's probably the number 1 single entity.
I bet you he has more views though. Probably the most views on YouTube. Maybe.
I don't think that's true.
No.
Nah. Maybe.
Who do you think? Mr.
Mr.
Gundam style over here probably.
Yeah, I'm saying there's like that, and then I think about like K-pop channels and shit too.
Oh yeah, you're
Maybe
right.
farming views. I'm saying they're all about that fucking bag.
I don't give a fuck.
But I think that even with Mr. Beast though, it's like he's created a whole culture, a whole style, going back to Migos, right? Yeah. Like Mr. Beast is the Migos of fucking YouTube, where he created a whole fucking style, and everybody copied that shit.
Yeah, facts.
And now everybody wants to make Mr. Beast like hyperactive, like blah, 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 we're over here, we're jumping off this fucking now we're in a glacier. Next week we're gonna be fucking making a giant pizza. YouTube's nuts. I love it.
YouTube is.
I think YouTube is the only S tier fucking social media channel left.
Yeah.
I'm actually making a video about that on my fucking personal YouTube page. Coming soon. Look for that. YouTube, the last S tier. Anyways, but YouTube also is toxic as fuck because it's that perception that you can make so much fucking money off of it. Which you can, right? If you grind out and you're out there doing your thing like Mr. Beast style and you're making these awesome ass videos, you can make a big old fatty bag. But a lot of that doesn't come from YouTube. It comes from like sponsorships and like all these fucking deals and shit like that. Yeah. But like the problem with that is that all these fucking kids watch Mr. Beast do this shit. They're like, they see him doing this shit and they're like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber too. Now, honestly, I'm not knocking that. Yeah. I'm not knocking that because being a YouTuber in a genuine way, like the way that you're supposed to be, if you're doing your like most of your own edits or at least hiring someone to edit and shoot your videos and all that, it's hard work.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard fucking work.
Really hard work.
But that's not what these kids see. They're thinking they can just throw their phone up and go jump off of the roof real quick of their fucking parents' house and then fucking put it on YouTube and then they're viral. Yep. It's wild, man. We live in fucking wild times right now.
Yeah, I saw this one thing that was like, we're gonna lose the next war.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Like they're gonna shut off all our phones.
Oh my god,
that's what they're gonna do. I think I read something about that, and I might have been just like on Reddit High, which happens sometimes, where I think they have like there's like a TikTok bug in there that can actually brick your phone. It's like if you use TikTok in a certain way or like a certain number of apps or something like that. Wow, it could brick your phone, right? And so when I heard that, I'm like, huh. Trying to probably put that shit in there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I might be a conspiracist right now. But like, China's probably like, yo, let's go ahead and put a little fucking brick thing in there just in case shit pops off with them. And then we'll shut down all their fucking phones. And then they won't know what to do because they're so addicted to them. And they'll be like, oh shit, I don't have my fucking phone. I can't call my friend Jimmy. Even though Jimmy's next door.
I'm about to delete TikTok now. Mm-hmm. I don't know about all that.
I still be on it though, not a lot, but I'm trying to get famous.
Bro, I don't even get on TikTok no more, bro. I got tired of it. Like I haven't made a TikTok. I haven't posted on TikTok. Like I'm like, fuck the TikTok clock. I don't give a fuck about that.
I still have it on my phone, and I post from time to time when I think about it. But like, I don't know, man. I actually watched this really interesting video when I was like YouTubing on the S tier, and it talked about how right now what we're seeing in social media is an anti-niche, anti-TikTok environment. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that a lot of people are over the TikTok bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like they're over the fact that you have to fucking do a dance move or fucking sing along to a song or do a prank or something like that or something that's so constructed and contrived that's not real to you. Yeah. And I think we might have talked about this, but there's that app. There's a lot of new apps that are out right now. There's the app Vero, but also the app Be Real. And the way the app Be Real works is that it's literally like an app that's on your phone, and then you can only post once a day. And the way that it works is it randomly sends you a message saying, hey, post your photo for the day. And you're supposed to just drop whatever you're doing and just post like real time, either a selfie or like, if I was doing this podcast, I'd probably post a photo of you and say, I'm doing a podcast right now. And then the timeline is all these people who you get to see like a moment in their life for that day.
Yeah.
Like in real time, as opposed to it being like, oh, I'm going to fucking Instagram my face and do all kinds of bullshit and Photoshop it and get the filters popping and all that shit. It's designed to like make it more real, right? And so going back to like the whole anti-niche, anti-TikTok shit, like I think motherfuckers are tired of that shit. I think that the pandemic, really, we saw that shit like spike because we had nothing else to do.
Yeah, TikTok.
We're just sitting at fucking home, just getting dopamine
What's
hits.
funny is that I didn't actually get on TikTok until after the pandemic.
Neither did I really. I
was
avoiding it.
Yeah, I was really avoiding it because it was just, I don't know. I don't like, there's certain stuff where I'm like, okay, cool. Let's see what this trend is about. Like Vine, when it popped off, that was cool. I was like, let me check that out. But then that shit got bought out real quick. And then all of a sudden there was no more Vine. And I don't know what went on next. But like TikTok though was not something that I really wanted to do. But then when I started saying, oh, you can get money off of it and you can, you know, automatically sometimes that randomly go viral and shit, you know, it was a cool little idea, especially because like at the moment after the pandemic is when we really started popping off. Like we had the Bond come out, you know what I mean, like new project drops, so it was like, okay, let me do this. It made sense to do it. But like during the pandemic though, I wasn't in there fucking making dances and shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, see, another part of it too that's a big problem is the money aspect of it.
Facts.
And it really is like such a interesting thing when you really like break it down in terms of like what's happening in America right now.
Yeah.
In the sense that like a lot of motherfuckers are struggling right now. Like money is tight for people. Like bills are getting tighter, inflation's getting higher, cost of eggs is fucking $9 or some shit wherever the fuck you live. It's a lot. It's a lot for eggs right now. And so what you're seeing is like, or I guess on the flip side of that, you look at somebody. I'm trying to think of someone random. Do you know that one chick? I don't know her name, but she's on TikTok and you might have seen her videos. But literally all she does is she's like older. She's probably like my age, like 38, and she sits in her car and listens to old hip hop. Like old or new kids listen to this and it's like Lil Uzi Vert. But my people listen to this and it's like Dr. Dre and Ice Cube or some shit. She blew the fuck up. She has like 50 million followers, some shit like that, right? She's like super hella famous. And like, so someone sees that and they're like, man, they made that money so easy.
Yeah.
Like all she does is just play her favorite songs on the radio. Like,
but it's because people it's wild because people get influenced. The thing about that is that person was probably just being real too, though. They were probably just like, it's funny because, you know what I mean? Somebody will just make a video and then it'll automatically just blow up. So message of the day, people, just be real. Don't look at other people's stuff and think that it's going to blow up because they blew up. Nah, just think about what you like and then...
I mean, that's part of it too, though. And
you never know.
I've talked about this. I know I've talked about this where it's like, once you make that one thing, especially on TikTok, you're trapped.
Yeah.
Like you can try to escape that, but once you make that thing and people know you for that thing that you went viral for, you can't really switch lanes. Like I think about the KB guy, the guy who does like the like you fucked up kind of guy. I don't know.
It's like something stupid where it's like, well, you could have done this rather than doing that.
It shows something and he's like, oh, you could have did like this. Yeah, that black guy. He's like the most followed person on fucking TikTok or whatever, right? But he's known for that, right?
Yeah.
He's not gonna. I mean, he could switch lanes, but it's gonna be very difficult to fucking like do that. To be like, oh, you know, fucking, let me just go write a movie real quick. I'm not gonna go watch your fucking movie.
Yeah.
Is the movie you go like this for 90 minutes? Because I'm not gonna watch that. But he might be a genius though, right? He might be like, yo, I fucking actually, you know, I write fucking, I don't know, ballets and shit. Like I'm a ballet dancer or some shit, or like
some wild shit.
I write symphonies or some shit like that. I'm saying, like, I'm actually really fucking talented. And it's like, we don't care. We just want to see you shrug.
We just want to
see you point shit out so we can feel smart. And we like your post. And it's fucked up. Like we're in fucked up times. Anyways,
when Oh, sorry, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead. Finish that.
I was gonna say the other time that I think about something like that too is when you made the black hairstyle for the video games.
Yeah. I think about that video almost
Bro,
every fucking day.
I'm like, sometimes I'll think about that. I'm like, man, and it's crazy because you did another one and that one popped off too, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like not as much as the first one did, because I think the first one you were like kind of being like offensive and dick about it, and it was funny. But the second one, it was like it still popped off because it was in the same lane, which is weird.
I think I was just testing my own theory on that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I think I proved myself right on that. I almost guarantee that I could probably fucking go and make the
Harry Potter one.
a video of Harry Potter or something like that, or anything, and it'd probably pop off. I think about that a lot actually, because it's like, man, I found my lane on TikTok. I could do that. I could fall into the fucking whole thing, right? Just like have 90 videos of me going through all the video games.
Make another TikTok, bro, and then that one that has the black hairstyle in video games, just start doing a whole bunch of videos.
But see, then I'm falling into the TikTok cycle.
Exactly.
But I might get rich though.
Exactly.
We're seeing
though.
that KB dude walking the red carpet. He's like at the Met Gala and shit, hanging out with fucking like Jennifer Lawrence and shit. I don't know. I'm gonna mention Jennifer Lawrence is gonna be mentioned in almost every single episode that we do. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
She's just
I think we just talked about it. No, we did. We talked about it
I think we talked about her almost every single episode in some way, shape, or form.
in the recent series.
So shout out to Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
Anyways, with that in mind, I think that we can go to talk about the Super Bowl situation with motherfucking
If you in Arizona,
protect your neck.
listen up.
Protect your neck, because they're out there robbing people. Apparently, $100,000 worth of property was stolen from the Super Bowl experience. So that's kind of crazy, because fucking. First of all, how?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Have you been down there yet?
Nah, I didn't go down there.
Yeah. So if you guys are just paying, if you're not in fucking Phoenix right now, which is possible, because we do have listeners in Germany and Egypt and a couple other countries that aren't us. Shout out to y'all, by the way. Shout out to y'all. We only have literally 6 listeners right now on the anchor stats.
Yeah.
And they're all overseas.
That's cool.
So that's dope. So
I fuck with that.
we have other plays here, people watching this locally. Shout out to Dan. He's works here. So, Dan's supporting the team. But then also we have, a lot of local listeners, but shout out to the ones who are overseas, because they're the ones who are fucking important. But anyways, y'all probably don't even know what the fuck's going on. Phoenix, Arizona has a Super Bowl right now, so the whole city is just insane.
Yeah.
It's pure insanity right now, to where literally motherfuckers apparently are walking up to the NFL experience that literally has 500,000 people there and are stealing, I guess it was production equipment.
Damn.
So trussels and maybe tripods and maybe some lights, maybe a camera.
I'm sure stuff though. I think there might have been some type of. There has to be cameras of them stealing stuff from. You think stuff got stolen from the inside too, though, right?
They said it was from a truck.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't really look much into it, but I'm like, man, Arizona, y'all just on a.
And so what's
on a
funny
robbing
about
spree.
it is that I went to the NFL experience, and I guess the mistake I made is that I probably went at the wrong time, because I literally went Saturday at 4:00. Mm-hmm. Terrible. It was
Packed.
It was packed as fuck.
Damn.
Crazy packed. A lot of fucking people, and there was a lot of security, and basically, if you really really love the NFL, you'll love that place. It was pretty awesome for NFL fans. I used to be in the football when I was younger. I still like football as a sport, but the NFL in particular has pissed me off and has been a clusterfuck for a variety of reasons, going across the entire spectrum. That might be a whole fucking episode in itself, and be just talking about how shitty the NFL is.
Facts.
But
Facts.
I don't really watch it that much. I do play fantasy football with my peoples, and I pick random players. Not random players. I basically look at the stats and do that, but I never watch games. I'll watch the Super Bowl because everybody else is, and I'm trying to see Rihanna, because I think that's going to be dope. I think she might come out on a spaceship, or I don't even know.
Who knows?
I'm excited. Because the Super Bowl, is dope for the performance aspect of it.
Yeah.
Even if it's a mid performance, it's still dope, because it's oh shit, that's motherfucking Prince. That's
I also like the trailers that drop. They always drop some special trailer that's gonna come out. I think Fast X is gonna drop a trailer which
Yeah.
Tommy Will, shout out again, got his track in.
Yeah,
oh, wait,
yeah.
no, we talked about that last week. Anyways,
I'm dropping something on fucking Super Bowl.
oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh shit,
It's tight. I'm dropping a fucking documentary. It's tight.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, son.
You just reminded me because I'm like, oh shit, I'm dropping something on Super Bowl.
Oh
But
shit.
yeah, I'm putting out a fucking documentary.
Plug.
It's called When the Sun Sets, and basically, like, it talks about how I, myself, and my team, this guy and my other people, shot a movie called The Bond, which is out now on Tubi and YouTube and fucking anywhere where you like movies besides Netflix, because Netflix doesn't like us yet.
Yeah.
We're getting to that Netflix level.
Wait,
but the documentary basically, it's not really even documentary. It's just like behind the scenes like footage of us like shooting this movie. It's pretty awesome. It'll be out on Super Bowl. I'm dropping it on Super Bowl. I'm gonna try and get a trailer out before then, but I've been so fucking befuddled and flabbergasted, which are my two favorite words right now. Befuddled and flabbergasted, that I haven't had a chance to really focus on making a trailer. But it's gonna drop.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So that's exciting stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited, bro. That's
Just
dope.
me just totally taking
I'm
over
gonna-
the vibe of your conversation. Making it about me. It's making it about me real quick.
Nah, that's what we do sometimes, you know?
Yeah, sometimes we make it
We
about
just
me.
do that stuff.
But no, going back to what you were saying about the Super Bowl, one thing I really like about Super Bowl with the halftime performances is that usually you see some dope shit. Like, there's a pretty good chance you're going to see something dope during that little 15-minute performance.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's an artist you don't like, they're going to do some dope shit. Like, one of my favorite performances in
But
the Super Bowl.
let's be honest, though. Most of the time when people are performing at the Super Bowl, it's somebody that the general public usually favors. Like,
Sure.
90% of the people love Rihanna.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm gonna watch Rihanna. You know what I was gonna say though? Like one of my favorite performances ever, and it's not because of the music, it's because of the performance. Was Katy Perry. Katy Perry came out on a giant Megazord Sphinx monster thing. No, it's nuts. Like it was like a monster that like came out and like she was on the top of it, like a fucking Japanese like Power Ranger, like going like this and shit. And then she like jumps off of it, and then she goes into the Roar song, and I'm like, man, that was fucking awesome. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, Rihanna's gonna come out, she's gonna teleport into the fucking stadium or some shit. She's gonna like, I don't know. I'm more excited about the production value than I am the songs themselves.
Yeah.
I don't care what songs she does.
I've been listening to some of her music lately because I thought about
You've
that.
been preparing, getting ready.
Not even because I didn't even know that. That's to be honest with you, bro. I didn't know before you said something that she was performing at the Super Bowl. I didn't know that because I'm not.
How did you not know that Rihanna was not?
Again, I'm not really I'm not a football guy, and like I even just asked you today. I was like, yo, who's playing in the Super Bowl today?
Yeah, but regardless of that, like, but you're familiar with like what's been going on with the Super Bowl like halftime shows in general, right? So okay,
Nothing.
okay. Let me refresh you. This
Go ahead, bro.
this is good content. This is good content.
Refresh me. You got to inform me because I don't know shit.
Oh yeah, you'll probably be familiar with this. So you know that Jay-Z took over shit. Like the NFL hired, and the NFL hired Jay-Z, and basically what his job is to like book the Super Bowl shows. The halftime
Oh, I didn't know
shows.
that. I thought he was just a partner with something, but I didn't know that.
Yeah,
it was
but
to
they
do that.
use him as a musical insight for the Super Bowls.
Of
So that's
course.
why like the last 4 or 5 Super Bowls have been like hella black and urban and fucking Latino and shit.
Lit.
Because it's been Jay-Z being like, yo, you should book J-Lo and Shakira. You should book, who was the year before that? I know Travis Scott was there. It was, God damn it. Why do I suck at this? Hold up. To the phone!
Where was the one? What performance was it where Dr. Dre and
That was last year.
Oh, that was at the Super
Yeah,
Bowl. though?
last year was Dr. Dre.
Oh, okay.
Performances, performers by year. This is not the list I should be looking at. Okay, here we go. So it was they had Bruno Mars,
Oh, lit.
The Weeknd, J-Lo, Justin Timberlake, and this is not in order, of course. Maroon 5, which I wouldn't consider urban, and Katy Perry, and fucking who else am I looking at here?
No, I feel it though.
Yeah, but the point is that basically Jay-Z has taken over the Super Bowl halftime show. And so now because he is Jay-Z, he has the ability to be like, oh, well, you guys should book Rihanna because she's fucking Rihanna. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, which makes sense because,
Yeah.
I mean, that's his artist. So
Yeah.
he's going to put the plug on. I think Beyonce was under that situation too. Like he put my wife on, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, he hasn't performed at that Super Bowl yet, and it was actually surprising because he didn't perform with Beyonce, and everybody thought that he was gonna pop out with his wife.
Wow.
But he did not. And maybe that's just him being like, oh, I'm fucking Jay-Z and I'm so cool. I'm never gonna perform at the Super Bowl because I booked the Super Bowl. I put it together. I am the Super Bowl.
We're gonna perform before we die. Right.
Yeah,
before.
so I think he started doing it. I want to say he came in 2014. So since then, or no, maybe 2013.
Yeah.
Because the year before that was Madonna, and I don't think he did that. So in 2013 it was Beyonce, then Bruno Mars. They had Katy Perry, but Katy Perry had brought out Missy Elliott and shit, which was nutty. And then Coldplay, who brought out Bruno Mars and Beyonce, and then Lady Gaga, Justin Timberlake, Maroon 5, who brought out Big Boy.
Dang.
And then they had Shakira and Jennifer Lopez, who brought out Bad Bunny.
Damn.
And Jay Blavin. Blavin. How you say his name? Is it
Jay Balivan, I think.
Oh, damn. Shit. I was
Or
white as hell.
Jay
White as
Balvin.
hell in the
I
pronunciation.
think Jay Balvin or Jay Balivan. I don't
I'm
know.
over here
Something like that. I don't know.
Jay Balvin?
Jay.
Jay Balvin's a great guy, man. He makes some fucking good.
Because when I hear it, what he said, Jay Balivan, I don't know, some shit like that. He said something like that.
Jay Balvin. Just butchering his fucking name.
Fuck it.
I feel bad. Yeah, but the point is that Jay-Z basically took over the Super Bowl, and then he's like, I get to choose the sound that the Super Bowl should be.
Yes.
Because people were complaining. I think it might have been after Madonna or maybe like around that time.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, man, this shit fucking sucks.
This shit
And no
sucks.
one watches the Super Bowl anymore because
Man, fuck the Super Bowl.
basically, like ratings were low and no one watches the fucking halftime show because
Yeah.
it was boring as fuck. Like people would go take a shit or like go do some shit, go smoke some weed during the half. You know what I'm saying? Like, which makes sense because that's the time you go and do that shit. Is during the halftime. But I'm gonna be watching Rihanna. I actually don't give a fuck who wins the Super Bowl. That's not even me being like edgy. I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like I said, like it's gonna probably be one of the teams that deserves to win and wins the more points. That's my guess.
That's funny as fuck. I mean, I agree, bro. Fuck it.
And
I
even
agree.
with like all the commercials and shit, like all those are already out now. Doesn't Hulu like take all the commercials and put them all together as like a show?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they do, and you can watch them all on YouTube right now. And like
For the commercials for the Super Bowl?
most of them already like they like leak them because it's weird. I'm saying like you can go like look them. I can probably look them up right now, and they'll probably be like, yeah, this commercial has fucking The Rock and fucking
Wow.
Kanye West and the fucking KKK hood, and
Oh my
The Rock
God.
beats him up and pours some Doritos on him or some shit. I don't know. Like,
Doritos.
Doritos.
Oh my God, bro.
Book it.
Bro.
I know we talked about this last year. Like, don't. I could write the most lit
Bro,
Super Bowl commercials.
This is the second.
I could write the most lit Super Bowl commercial. Just give me like it's like picking things out of a hat.
You remember last year's? You said Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. Yeah, like in a car in the jungle.
He was in a boat in the swampy area. Remember? And then you said that, and then it kind of comes and is eating all the people.
Yeah.
He turns around, gets eaten, and you see his shoes dangling, and it's Nike. Now we got this year's commercial, The Rock.
The Rock beating up a fucking racist Kanye West.
Racist Kanye
And
West.
him eating a bag of Doritos. Like, did you see Black Adam yet?
Doritos.
I'm the
Yo, I
Blacker
can't.
Adam.
I'm dead. Oh my God,
No,
that's
I
funny
can
as hell.
pitch Super Bowl commercials all day, son. That's like actually probably like a cool fucking dream to do is just to make a Super Bowl
I'm
commercial.
1,000% sure there's a person who's hired right now, and they're like, we need a Super Bowl idea now, and he literally just does what you just did right now, and they're like, fire.
They could call me. If they just call me, they'll get it.
Facts.
Like,
Or listen to our podcast.
I'll be just like, yo, listen, give me fucking Anne Hathaway, right? Wait. What's the product, first of all? The product is going to be fucking...
Oh, my God. No.
Bud Light. All right, so we got Anne Hathaway, and we'll do Matthew McConaughey. Interstellar hookup again, bringing that shit back, right? But then we got Danny DeVito,
Oh, no.
right? And they're in a submarine, and he's the captain. and he catches them making out. And he's like, oh, y'all can't be in here making out. This is fucking terrible. And so he puts Anne Hathaway in a fucking tube and shoots her out in a torpedo. And she's out there and she's like, ah! And she ends up on an island. She's on the island. It's all good because she has Bud Light in the fucking torpedo.
She gets to the island and there's already a party there, bro.
There's a party there, yeah, because you can't just leave Anne Hathaway on an island by herself.
There's a party already there, and she shows up with the Bud Light.
Yeah, and then the submarine explodes, and Danny DeVito flies into the sky like, ah! And Matthew McConaughey ends up there, too, and they make love. And
he's like, all right.
I brought the Bud Light. All right. See, it's the most asinine, crazy shit when it comes to Super Bowl commercials. Like, they're fucking just nuts. I just like
That's
insane
funny.
shit that goes around in people's heads because it's all about clicks and talking about fucking all the
Bullshit.
shit that they gotta sell to make their money on their fucking commercials. Anyways, I'm actually excited to go see Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Same. I already bought my tickets.
You already bought your tickets.
I bought my tickets, son.
Damn, you're excited.
I'm bro. And guess what? I'm watching it on Thursday, son. Not on Friday when it comes out. Apparently, it's supposed to come out on the 17th. I got it on Thursday, the 16th, son.
Speaking of tickets, did you buy your tickets through AMC?
No, I bought them for Harkins.
Did you hear what AMC is doing now?
Yeah, they're apparently charging for like
apparently it's like they're
for the
charging
seat.
The seat.
Bro, you're in a concert. Chart us. What the fuck?
I mean,
the fuck
honestly,
outta here,
it would have
AMC.
been smart if it was like it's the same price for the middle seat and then cheaper for the other seats. That would have been genius, but they fucked up on that.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid. Because I feel like it's kind of dumb when you think about it. Because how are they gonna do that? Are they gonna put like the front seats like right in front of the screen? Are they gonna be cheaper? And then it's gonna gradually get higher because the quality is better and you're not so close to the screen? Or is it going to be more expensive because you're in the front?
I think it's a combination of both.
Because it wouldn't make sense to me for them to be like, oh, let's make these front seats more expensive because it's closer to the screen. It's like, it's not the same as a concert. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I think that a lot of it has to do with the fact that these motherfuckers just need some money. I know AMC has been going through some shit. I know AMC has had a interesting go over the last couple of years where it's just like.
And I was gonna get the tickets to go see Ant-Man on the 3D, but I just remember every time I go to see that, I get a headache so bad. And the movie's like 3 hours long. So
I think the only time I watch 3D is if it's like there's like no other option.
Yeah, but I got them for Arizona Mills. So like, you know what I mean? If I would have done the AMC in that theater, it would have been like 3 hours long just to, you know what I mean? But not yet, no.
Yeah. So why didn't you get IMAX? Was it not available?
No, I got IMAX.
Oh, you got IMAX.
No, I just didn't get. No, wait. Do they have IMAX? They have IMAX at Harkins, right?
They do.
I think it was. I don't know. I should be. I don't know, bro. I just got it. I'm excited as fuck. That's all. If it's IMAX or not, I don't care. It was like $10, $12 for the tickets. So
cool. So we got a couple more topics to talk about. My dog's about to make her cameo right now. She's good. She makes a cameo every episode. She just woke up from her nap. Shout out to Lumi. She's over there stretching out, looking around. She probably has to pee here soon. So we'll let her out here. So we're going to wrap up, but we have one more topic to talk about, which is Kendrick Lamar going back to the Grammys. Yep. He actually won Best Rap Album and Best Rap Song. And so he is considered to be, I think it's his 17th Grammy win. Mm-hmm. And so, like, I guess of this generation, he's like the most winningest. But what's interesting about it is the fact that I think that, like, I love his album. Don't get me wrong. I think that his album was fucking awesome. Don't get me wrong. But I think that the Grammys have been fucking trying to make up for the Macklemore situation, and he will always win Grammys no matter what he does.
You think so?
I think so.
And it's crazy too because right before the Grammys, Macklemore announced that he's dropping an album too. Remember? You heard about that?
No, you saw my post.
No, I feel like
I saw the ad and I'm like, oh shit, Macklemore. Nope.
That's wild as fuck.
Nope.
And it's funny too because I looked up that text message that he posted, and I'm like, bro, the shit that he said, he wilding for that shit. But okay. Anyways.
Yeah, I think with the Macklemore thing, it's like he had his time, but he'll always be around.
I don't think he's never gonna be a Kendrick though, and just the powerhouse of how much of an artist that not to knock his artistry, but when you compare the artistry, Kendrick's far surpasses.
Oh yeah, of course.
Young Macklemore.
See, it's one of those things. It's kind of like what we talked about when we come back around full circle, where it's like, should Macklemore make a fucking thrift shop too? Return to the thrift shop. You know what I'm saying? Thrift shop, electric boogaloo. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's kind of like he fucked up though, because he now, like, when you think about it, when you think of Macklemore, you don't think of oh my god, I remember that album he dropped. You remember that song that he dropped and that time that he stole the Grammy from Kendrick. That's all you think about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like, and it's sad because, like, bro, he probably gets a shit ton of clout just of people talking about this shit. Because even us right now, this is the third time that we've talked about Macklemore.
I think Macklemore is always going to be in the conversation, which reminds me. So I think next episode, I plan on. I'm gonna make a post on Quasar Qult, and I actually might make a post on make a video about this. But Billboard has been rolling out this top 50 rappers of all time list.
I wanted to wait till they were
Yeah,
done.
they haven't announced the last
10.
The last 10 yet.
Yeah,
but they'll be out by next week, and so we'll probably like go through those and maybe like really break those down. But on that note, I think this is a good place to stop.
Yep.
I think we're gonna wrap this shit up. We appreciate you guys listening to Quasar Qult. We'll be around next week, probably at the same time. We're trying to be consistent around.
Yeah.
When we're trying to do Wednesday around 4 p.m. is our ideal time, maybe 4:30. But make sure you follow us at QuasarQult.com. That's QuasarQult. We got new merch on there. Joey just dropped the Fire Ash merch collaboration with Yam Yams and Star Camp Creative Labs.
Yeah, facts.
We should have put that up on the screen. We didn't.
We should have.
Damn it.
But if you go to QuasarQult.com and you click on the shop, or if you go to the Quasar Qult Instagram and Facebook, you will see it. It's right there. It's posted. I just dropped it. It's dope as fuck.
It's fire. So make sure you check that out. Also, make sure you submit some music. If you want your music heard on our blog or you want us to review it, we've been getting a lot of new submissions lately, so we appreciate that. So it means the shit that we're doing is working.
Yep.
So we're continuing to encourage you guys to go.
We appreciate it.
Submit your music, and we'll give it a listen, and we'll fucking post that shit and give you our thoughts. We're going to start stepping up a lot. We're going to start doing like reaction videos, maybe even some fucking live music, fucking stream shows. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of those for a variety of reasons, but we might do that for the bag though. Fuck it. Fuck it. So with that said, we love y'all. Stay quazy.
Stay quazy,
Shout out to the Quazonians out there. We will catch you on the other side. Quasar Qult, motherfuckers.
Next Wednesday.
Peace.